position that TNB is taken is our focus is not to worry about that yet, kan? Yeah, our focus is actually let's get over this issue first. Yeah, that's why most of my effort, my time, my people's time is spent on making sure that we have good responses on the ground. I put enough people in Kedai Tenaga. The Careline is extended in hours. Yeah. And I have enough people on the ground for Dato' Bahrain's team. When we do the detailed investigation, they can go and respond faster. And I think that's what we want to do now. Let's close this issue first. After kita close, then we deal with anything else that comes along the way. So let's focus on what's important. The important thing now is about the consumer. Yeah.
Have TNB, sorry, Young from Vietnam, have TNB received any letter from the ministry pertaining to this issue, like the time?
No, I think we have regular communications with the minister and also with ST. Yeah, and we have been giving our full cooperation to both sides. Let me be very clear and transparent of what the things are. Okay? As I said to you earlier, we had a system glitch that happened 15th to 20th. That was the main new thing that actually were the difference. So the key thing that TNB wanted to do was to make sure that when we brought back the system, that there was no issue with the system. But as a consequence of the system being down, the billing period got a little bit longer lah, because we couldn't bill when the system is down. Just to give you some raw statistics, normally every day TNB bills between 200,000 to 400,000 people. So when we have a system down for 5 days, the number ends up to be quite large. So it wasn't an easy task to make sure it's done. We could bring it up quicker, but I didn't want to bring it up if the system was not of full reliability, because we wanted to do all the checks to make sure it was correct. Now, what are we going to do forward? As any issue, we always learn from errors in the process or failures in the system. A full investigation has begun to be conducted, and when the results come in, we will go back and take the recommendations from the investigation so that we can improve our system for the way forward. Please remember, in totality, TNB has about 9 million customers overall. It's not a small number. And in some of the instances, there are practical things that come into play. So for example, when there are meter readers, the meter readers go out to read. Sometimes they arrive at the house and the house meter is inside, and then the guy cannot go in, so the guy has to go back. So he comes back another day. He comes back another day, also the owner tak ada. So that's the second day tak ada. Then third day also go back, owner tak ada. Maybe dia cuti lah kan. Things like that do happen. So then we have to do estimate reading. So estimate reading is an estimate based on prior data, and we calculate. So there will always be movements because of that. So these things are things that happen to adjust for normal practical conditions of living in. That's why that whole concept of pro rata and everything has been a system that has been running for a while now to adjust for occurrences like that, and it's allowed under the Act. In terms of additional days and stuff, if instances like this happen. So what I want to say is we will do our best to make sure we understand what we have learned from this, and when we have learned from it, we will incorporate that into our system to make sure that we reduce the risk. To make it guarantee that it will never happen. I think in life it's very, very difficult to guarantee everything. The most important is how we react to things if it ever happens. And all I want to do is make sure I reduce the risk to as low as practical along the way. And that's the commitment that TNB will do, to make sure we find out as much as we can, we improve the system as much as we can, so that we reduce the risk of occurrence as much as we can.